Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hi, this is a disappointed Rico. Now, let me start off by saying our O-line is in complete shambles. Disarray, crappy. Whatever negative adjective you want to insert, they absolutely deserve it. Secondly, Watson was brought here to uplift the bad plays and turn it into good ones. I mean, I've been defending this guy since day one, but my defense of him is wavering. Also, the defense surrendering 21 points at home, no less, to this Giants team is inexcusable. I mean, we're now 0-2 at home, which is embarrassing. I'm sorry, but can someone please rip that play sheet away from Stefanski and let Dorsey cook? Why is he here? For what? I don't want to hear anyone talking about collaboration. That's complete and utter nonsense. Let your coordinators coordinate. Thanks.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Tim, we've already talked a little bit about Watson, a little bit about Dorsey and the play calling. The defense, I thought, was really disappointing. They let two drives that were really long and time consuming. I didn't think they'd allow 5 of those in a season, and they allowed 2 of them against a team that's just not. I mean, Malik Neighbors was the one guy you couldn't let beat you, and he beat you.
Yeah, and I think going back to what I was saying about Kevin Stefanski, it feels like Jim Schwartz in some ways, he's taken too long to make adjustments, and waiting that long to put Denzel Ward exclusively on Malik Neighbors kind of cost him the game. I think you do have to give. I was even tweeting in the game though. It felt like the Giants played a completely perfect game in the first half. That after the first 11 seconds and after the interception, which was over the Ronnie Hickman pick, which was overruled by a Greg Newsome roughing the passer call. I mean, that completely turned the game around, and the defense took way too long to recover. But the bottom line is, I think with the Browns, you could say that about both sides of the unit. The coaching hasn't been good enough the first 3 weeks. They haven't. They struggled. The defense wasn't good enough at the start against the Cowboys, and the offense just really has never. They haven't made adjustments fast enough, and they really haven't done much to help Deshaun Watson and or really establish anything. They haven't tried outside of the Jacksonville game to establish the run, and it took way too long against the Giants to make the adjustments that needed to be made to get the job done. Bottom line, it's hard to look at anybody on both sides of the ball outside of maybe Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah and say that through 3 games they have been at the standard that you would expect the Browns team that has been to the playoff that went to the playoffs last season, you would expect them to be, because again, 1-2. I know there's a lot of good teams out there that are 1-2, but you had an opportunity to jump on a Giants team, and not only do you let them back in the game, but you let them really control it for the vast majority of it. And when they gave you chances to get back into the game, you didn't take advantage of it. Now you got to go on the road for 3 straight where they were below 500. It's a tall order, but this is a team that just simply, to a man, has to figure it out and simply has to be better across the board.